What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Kind of a few days old news, but to the Pittsburgh Penguins, they're one of their top prospects and their best young roster player, and Ole Maatta will both be out for 4 to 6 months. Ole Maatta and Derek Pouliot of the Portland Winterhawks, both 2012 first-round picks. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. I was higher on Maatta than I was on Pouliot going into that draft. That's not even a knock on Pouliot, and we'll get to that in 1 second as well. But and Maatta was great this year. He had 20 some odd points, and was just an amazing all around contributor to the Pittsburgh Penguins. 29 points, almost 30, and played big minutes. Played well beyond his years, and definitely could have been used by the London Knights this year as his former junior team, as they got the shit kicked out of them in the OHL playoffs. Shit happens. But in the OHL playoffs and in the Memorial Cup more specifically, but that's neither here nor there. And a guy that did go back to juniors this season, in Derek Pouliot, had an amazing postseason run with the Portland Winterhawks. 32 points in 21 games, 27 assists. Really showing his all-around game. He really had an amazing year this year with the Portland Winterhawks. 70 points in 58 games, 74 penalty minutes, plus 40. Really bringing it all. And, I think Pouliot would have had a shot to make the Penguins out of camp, but they're both going to be out 4 to 6 months. So, realistically, you're looking at anywhere between the end of camp or right around the United States Thanksgiving time, end of November. That's anywhere in that range. So you put the over and under at Halloween. That's gonna be what you're looking at, about halfway between them. And they're both amazing young players. And again, as much as Pouliot could use, should use, he'll end up getting time in the AHL if he's not able to play in camp and all that. I think had he been healthy going into next season, he would have had a very, very good shot to make the Penguins. And Maatta would have a good shot to see even more increased ice time and whole new roles and really take on new responsibilities with the Penguins. But I think you got to get out of the way now for both of them. I mean, again, they're both amazing players, and Pouliot's shoulder surgery, not the most ideal circumstance, but again, they're young guys that'll bounce back. These aren't older players that need weeks and weeks and weeks. They're both getting shoulder surgery. I thought that was a double check, but that need all this time to recover and may never be the same. They're still going to be, they'll stick to the timetable and, be able to get better and still improve their game. I mean, it's a setback. It definitely is, especially when you have two very, very good young defensemen, and they both are going to be out 4 to 6 months. Not exactly the most ideal circumstances, but it goes to show you how tough these guys are, because they both played in their respective playoffs with these injuries, and, both played very well, especially Pouliot in the Western League playoffs. I mean, he was a beast, and I think the Penguins have a bright future on their back end. Those two, Harrington, guys like that are really Brian DeMoulin, really a lot of depth on the back end. So we'll see what happens with that going forward. But again, raw deal for the Penguins, but I think they'll be okay. And I don't know. They're two guys who weren't getting traded anyway, so you don't have to worry about those two. The injury hurting their trade value, because I really wouldn't trade either one of them. But anyway, that's second episode of the Power Play with CJ on Ole Maatta and Derek Pouliot missing extended time. Stay tuned for episodes through the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.